Hey everybody, welcome back. We are rearranging the art area and they're working on the bathroom, so that's what all the hammering is. But as you can see, I've got quite a mess. I've moved everything that was on the sofa bed over, and so that's what all of that is. And that down there. This is the sofa bed that everything was sitting on and in front of, on the floor down here. What I'm going to do is flip it around and have the back facing this way. And then I'm going to put some more bookshelves right across the back of the sofa bed. That way I can use the sofa bed. And I've got shelves like that one coming, and I can use it to organize my stuff a little better. I'll show you the finished result. My hand's shaking. I'm hurting just a little bit. We are done with cleaning up the area. As you can see, it's much, much better. I still need to vacuum it. I don't know what to do with that stuff there on the floor, but I'll figure something out. I've also got to find a place to stick my banker boxes. It's always good to keep those on hand. And as soon as, oh, I was going to say, where did it go? Those are mirrors from my vanity cabinet that was in the bathroom. I need to separate them from the metal, and then I'm going to put them on the shelves. I'll show you where. But this is the area. This is my drying rack, which you guys may be familiar with. It's a little messy, but that's stuff that's easy to move around for whatever I'm needing. The table that you guys are all familiar with, and I don't know how much of it I'll keep in, but you could see me peeling the dried paint up off the vinyl just to show you that these fleece-backed vinyl tablecloths are awesome, and they do a wonderful job. I've got my turntable upside down because where there was paint underneath, the stick there, and then right there where this was sitting is still wet, and so I'm letting the saran wrap dry and letting that area dry. The other thing I did is took the old Lazy Susan and put it underneath this so that it would spin. Whoops, as I knocked stuff over. That makes this much more useful, and I won't have to reach as hard for stuff. I can just turn it and get to things easier. Cleaned up that because I had just all sorts of paint bottles and cans and everything over there. This is pretty much the paint shelf. On the bottom, I didn't want to put the paints all the way on the bottom, so I put more stuff that are easy to reach for, or that I don't use every time. Like the water, I only use for pouring medium, and so I don't always need it and everything like that. I put all of the tubes down below. I was trying to figure out the best way to do it. I was trying to differentiate between open and closed, but that wasn't going to work out. It was still going to keep this shelf here pretty crowded. So I just put all the tubes down there for the most part. Those are metallics right there, the open tubs. And then I have one bottle of Apple Barrel, not Apple Crate. I bought this when I first started, and I ended up hating using it. It's already thin, and so I was having problems figuring out the consistency. So the other 3 bottles you might have seen me throw out were used bottles, either almost empty or old enough that the paint's not good anymore. So I just threw those out. That's a brand new bottle. It hasn't been opened yet. That one right there. So that's why I've kept it. I'll try to figure out a way to go ahead and use it. I have those 3 out because I want to match it to the bathroom colors. See if any of those are going to work. The gray I think might be a little too gray, but I can mix some white in there and make it lighter. Or it's possible, I think I've got a gray up in here. I'll have to look harder when I have some time. So those are all the paints, and then painting tools like the varnish. There's the heat varnish as well as regular varnish. Easy tack for when I'm doing stencils. My soap, so it's easy to kind of drip into paint if I'm going to use it instead of silicone. My pouring medium bottle, trying to keep it separate from the white so I don't mix things up. My gesso, in case I ever need that for repairing canvases. My butane fuel for the torch. My B7000, which I have not tried yet. I'm going to try that instead of the diamond glaze, so that's why I've got it sitting out front. my spritz that I do to tighten up the canvas, or spritz the paint to get that speckled look. My bloom molds. Basically, those are bottle bottoms. They just have molds for them instead. So that's why I still call them bottle bottoms, but I think they're technically called volcanoes or something like that. I'm not sure. That box of paint up there is another batch of these right here. So that's why they are up there instead. I still have to get through all of these. My house paint, we're going to try that again to do blooms. So we'll see. Over here, my other shelf, I've got all my glass stuff. And as I get them painted, I'm going to put them back there to store until I can take them into the store or to the festival. I'm going to do the Albert Hash Festival at Mount Rogers State Park, if anybody is going to be going to that. All those boxes right there in the center of the video are votives. The round and the square votives you saw me do. So that's what all of those are. This box right here with the blue on top of it is the new tumbler that I've got to see about doing vases a different way rather than pouring from the bottom and down, trying to do it from the side. So we will see how that works. I haven't experimented with that yet. I've got stencils there in that bottom corner, and then my containers, which does spin, but I don't use it as much as I thought I was going to. So I put it down there for right now and kind of go from there. Then this shelf is all my plaques, my wood plaques. Some of them you have not seen me do yet. Some of them I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do them, like the birdhouse. But I do have it to do. These are the wood coasters, which I've got to figure out what kind of design I want to do on them. There's a plaster Christmas cat in the back. It's actually broken. It arrived broken, but I'm still going to experiment on it and see if I like doing acrylic pour on plaster. And if so, then that would be another type of figure that I can sell. These are all the wood plaques I've already got taped off and ready to pour that I haven't done yet, that you've seen in the past. Some of these are the snowflakes, which you're getting ready to see. None of these are the same snowflakes you're going to see, but they came in the same package. It came with 8 different designs, 10 different designs. And then these are all like similar to the ones, from here over, are similar to ones that you've seen before. Some of them are new. I've got like a maple leaf for any Canucks. My friend who's from Canada said it's not derogatory to say that. I said, I hope not. He calls himself a Canuck. There's unicorns, there's baseball players, football helmets, on top of butterflies, which this is a different kind of butterfly, but some of them are the same. These are the family and love that you've seen before. These are key holders, which are new, and I haven't done any of those yet, but something I plan to do. Showing you how far behind I am. Some 2021, a couple of them that I had taped off and ready to pour and never got poured. So now I'm debating whether it's even worth it to try to pour on those. These are hearts, stars, and ornaments, fancy ones, and so I will get those done eventually. But that's what all of that stuff is. There's some Easter eggs, some chicks. I need to get those done. Bunny rabbit. So all sorts of different wood plaques that I've got. Owls, peacocks, fairies. It's like a Tinkerbell fairy. So up here is, I and then a paw print, and then love. I thought, well, not I, just love with the paw print. And I thought those will be good to sell between dogs and cats and all sorts of things. Like schools have a lot of the paw print mascots, the wildcats, do they have lions around here? I think they have lions. I think there's some bulldogs around here. So I thought those will be nice for selling. Those are two different styles of picture frames there. Right there in between the love and the picture frames are some flower petals that I plan to do some circular patterns on. So that's what all of that is. And then down here, I've got a picture frame or a memo holder or something like that type of frame. And then just some wood square plaques. Sorry, the lighting's not the best. My heart plaques that you've seen before that have the line that go through it. And then I put all the jewelry stuff there. I may move that to, I've got a little 3-drawer cabinet thing that I've got by the desk, and I may put it over there instead. I'm trying to figure that part out. My frog tape, love the frog tape. If they want to sponsor me, that'd be awesome. These picture frames, I don't know if anybody remembers these. I had bought a bunch of them, but it's glass with just a really thin plastic frame, and you pop the glass in and out. So I had a whole bunch of them, and I thought, well, let's pour on the glass. So that's what those are. That box is another metal frame for magnets and stuff like that. My vase holder for when I'm pouring from the bottom. Ring holders, filters, my glue, my wire rack, my Liquitex, and those are actual candles. So that's what those are. And then this is going to be my canvases. So I've got my big long canvases there that I'm not brave enough to do them yet. And then all of my square and rectangular level 3 frame canvases that I've got in stock, and then my level 1s are on top there, a 12 by 12 and 9 by 12, I think. Circular canvases, and then in the box, those are 10-inch circular canvases, which I haven't done any circular ones yet, but I already know what I want to do. And then in the box are 4 more circular canvases, 2 8-inch and 2 12-inch. And then I didn't have any place for that wood frame, but I plan on painting it as well and kind of going from there. And then I decided to store my paint splatter thingy that you guys saw in the videos. I plan on storing it there, and then that came with my new turntable, so I figured that's a good place to store it. My Wonder Woman apron, I actually washed it. So it's not as bad. I mean, it's stained, but it's not covered in paint like it was. So that's pretty cool. I've got my other apron. I cleaned it too. I need to hang it up. Up on top, you're going to get blinded by the light, but up on top there is all my packaging in case somebody wants to buy something from the YouTube channel or from the Discord or from my Facebook page. Then I've got packing material that I can pack either canvases up or any of the glassware, anything like that. So that's what all of that stuff is. Bubble wrap, boxes, butcher paper for protecting the canvases. Tape is in that red box. So all sorts of stuff there. And then I didn't know where to put that, so I just kept it there, kept what was on it there. It's not hurting anything. That's a good place for that stuff to be. So, and then this area right here, easy to clean up. It's not very clean right now, but easy to clean up. That's where I do all the pictures. I turn on that light there and that light there and try to get pictures done. So my bowls, that I can't sell them in the arts and crafts store. They said they're a little too dollar store for us. And I said, well, I did get them at the dollar store and then painted them. So I might take them with me to the festival, see if they sell there or not. I might give them to the first 3 purchasers. We'll see. All right, so that's it. Those stencils have been hanging there. That color wheel has been sitting there. The color wheel is to help me with figuring out what are primary and complementary colors, just to keep things in mind when I'm trying to do color schemes. So, all right, I just backed right into my chair. I am tired. I'm kind of got a headache, so I'm going to go eat and sit down and rest. Thank you all for joining me on this one, and I will see you next time. Bye.